The agenda of the presentation today will be the next slide. Briefly, we include the Indonesian how the Indonesian financial management and accounting reform, and also how the fundamental changes start with forming the regulation and committee, and also on accounting standards. We also develop a comprehensive accounting system for both local and central government. Would you mind to the next? Yeah, thank you, to the agenda. And then click it over here. All right, thank you. And then the next one is how we prepare the central government financial statements, and about the trend of audit opinion from our supreme audit agencies. And right now we are on the progress of the fully implemented consolidated financial statement and GFS reporting, and how's the next step, and we're currently in progress. On this stage, on these slides, this is show us how the stage to build and implement accrual accounting. As you see, before 2004, basically we don't have accounting standards. We do the single entry recording. There are absence of integrated system and reconciliation, and using case-based reporting. There is a significant time lag of recording and reporting. There are low demand for reliable financial reports, and the deficiency of competent accounting personnel. There are also scattered IT supports. The output for the financial statement is only the budget accountability report. On the second stage, since 2004 until 2014, we make a transition approach we call cash toward accrual accounting, or CTA. In this space, we maintain daily transaction recording based on cash transactions, while on the same time creating corollary journal entries on transaction affecting on the position of capitalized assets or liabilities. It requires year-end adjusting entries to reflect new balances of receivables, inventories, investments, and payables with periodical approach. With this approach, we were minimizing the issues of complex reconciliation. We're generating budget accountability reports in line with the case-based budgeting model, and also at the same time producing accrual information where from balance sheet is constructed. The components of financial statement consist of those budget realization report, balance sheet, statement of cash flow, and also the notes. Since 2015 and beyond until now, we use the double entry recording system with cash ledger for budgeting report and accrual ledger for financial report. Fully accrual basis for financial statements. We have electronic web-based reconciliation, and we develop accrual accounting policies, accounting system, and chart of account based on Indonesian government accounting standards. Compared to the previous stage, there are three more components of financial statements, which are statement of changes in excess budget balance, operating statements, and also the statement of changes in equity. In this slide, it shows you that the financial reform started with the fundamental changes by promulgating the law and forming a government accounting standard committee who is responsible to compile and publish government accounting standards. Finance law and treasury law promulgated in 2003 and 2004 respectively. The laws mandated government accounting standards are accounting principles in the preparation and presentation of financial reports for all government agencies in Indonesia. They are managed by a committee who is responsible to the president through Ministry of Finance. In the transition to accrual since 2005, the committee published accounting standards to implement CTA before we fully implement accrual-based accounting in 2015. So we need around 10 years to move from CTA to accrual. Currently, there are 17 statements for interpretation, 24 technical bulletins, and several other accounting standards are in progress. About the law and the government accounting standard, while the committee preparing accounting standards, the government built and developed accounting system both for local and central government based on government accounting standards. There are components to make sure the accounting system works well, such as a transaction procedure formulation, chart of accounts, institutional arrangement, like who's doing what, the source documents, and etc. Hardware and software, as well as competent personnel. The Indonesian government accounting standard is promulgated by government regulation in 2010, and the system and accounting policies for central government provided by the Ministry of Finance, while the system for local government provided by Ministry of Home Affairs. Each of local governments should have its own accounting policies. This slide shows us how the central government of Indonesia prepares financial statements. The yellow part above describes how each line ministries prepare their own consolidated financial statement using IT system we call Sakti, the accounting system for line ministries. Actually, it's the sub kind of ERP. The blue box below describing transaction carried out by the Ministry of Finance as a state treasurer, which are loan, grants, investment, subsidiary loan, transfer to local and villages, subsidies, other expense, and other agencies. The central government financial statements will be the consolidation of every line ministry's financial statements and state treasurer financial statements. The Supreme Audit will do the audit, and at least 5 months after the end of the fiscal year, May 31st, the audit opinion will be released, and the government will submit the audited central government financial statements to the parliament. In this case, each line ministry is considered as a reporting entities, and their own financial statement has their own audit opinions, as well as the state treasurers. Well, this slide just describes how the trends of audit opinion for the central government. As you can see that in 2015, the first year we implement accrual accounting, there is a declining trend of unqualified opinion compared with 2014. And since the 2016 until 2022 financial statements of the central government shows an increasing trend of audit opinion, indicating the quality of accountability continue to improve and the information in financial statement is becoming more credible. Sorry. At the same time, we implement accrual accounting. We also develop reporting based on government finance statistics, is based on IMF manual. And right now we has fully implemented consolidated financial statements for the general government based on accounting as well as based on GFS approach. The blue boxes on the left describe how we do mapping from central government's financial statements chart of account into GFS chart of account classification. It worked the same way for the consolidated subnational from all local government financial statements. We do the mapping as well. Then for the general government, we have a GFS general government report based on GFS and also financial statements of general government based on government accounting standards. We also make a consolidation from GFS public corporation, and in the national level, we have a consolidation of public sector GFS report. The last one, the next step that we are currently doing, that right now we're working on some study and projects. We understand that accounting doesn't only concern accountability for budget expenditures, but also we can measure the achievement to outputs and outcomes of the national goals. We try to synchronize the financial reporting with the performance reporting in public sector. This is a challenge for us. And as well as to harmonize the fiscal policy decision-making process with the financial reporting information. We're also studying to implement how the cost accounting and management accounting in public sector works and can be implemented, especially to give a crucial role of accounting information as the basis for determining budgetary needs. And the last one, still we try to develop our accounting system based on new standards developed by the committee in line with the IT development, especially with the data analytics for decision-making process. I think that's all for our presentation. Thank you.